Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an absolutely incredible story from the heart of Silicon Valley. It's about an unlikely hero, a man who saw a fatal flaw that all the geniuses missed. This is a story about AI, about bias, and about the amazing power of a single human perspective.
And it all starts right here with this number, -$50,000. Now, this isn't just some figure on a balance sheet. For our hero, this was real. This was the crushing weight of medical bills and credit card debt on his shoulders. This was his reality.
You see, this is really a tale of two worlds colliding inside one of the biggest AI companies in the valley. On one side, you've got Hector. He's 45, works the night shift as a janitor. And on the other side, Emily. She's 29, a Stanford PhD, and the head of AI ethics. They work in the same building, but they might as well be living in different universes.
So let's talk about Hector. Picture this. He spends his nights walking through these gleaming, empty halls of a tech giant in Palo Alto. He's literally surrounded by the architects of our future. But for all the revolutionary ideas flying around, Hector feels completely invisible. He's the guy who cleans up the mess, totally overlooked by everyone. So while this company is landing billion-dollar valuations for its world-changing tech, Hector is just quietly moving through the building, wiping down whiteboards. But as he's doing that, he starts piecing together a puzzle that nobody else even sees. Yeah, night after night, cleaning those conference rooms, Hector started looking at the notes and the algorithm sketches left on the whiteboards. Now, he didn't know a single thing about code, but he knew something the coders didn't. He knew people. He knew his own community. And what were they working on? Oh, just the company's next massive product, a predictive policing algorithm. This was supposed to be a total game changer, an advanced AI that could actually predict where crime was going to happen next, a tool for a safer world, right? Well, Hector started to notice a huge problem, a deep, fundamental flaw we now call AI bias. The thing is, an AI is only as good as the data you feed it. And he realized the data they were using to train this powerful tool was dangerously biased. And he boiled it all down to this one chilling sentence. It's not predicting crime, it's predicting poverty. He saw that the algorithm wasn't tracking criminals. No, it was tracking communities just like his own in East Palo Alto. It was targeting people based on their zip code, based on how much money they made. It was basically a poverty prediction machine. Now here's where it gets really dramatic. The timing was absolutely critical. The company was literally hours away from a massive product launch, a huge press conference to show this exact algorithm to the entire world. The clock was seriously ticking. So Hector knew he had to do something. But think about the obstacles he was up against. He was the invisible janitor. He was self-conscious about his heavy accent, and he had to go up against one of the most powerful executives in the company. All he had was his courage, what he knew from his own life, and a map he drew by hand. So he waited. He waited for his moment to confront Emily, the brilliant head of AI ethics. I mean, everything. The company's future, his own future, it all came down to this one moment. So the question is, would a Stanford PhD, an expert at the top of her field, actually stop and listen to the janitor? In that incredibly tense moment, Hector didn't try to argue about code or data. He just laid out his simple, hand-drawn map of his neighborhood. And in his own words, with his heavy accent, he explained how the AI's logic was going to be a disaster for real people, for his neighbors, for his family. And Emily, she was just stunned. Her and her team of geniuses had been looking at this for months, but they had a gigantic blind spot. They were missing the most important variable of all, the human perspective. The kind of lived experience that you just can't find in a spreadsheet. And to her absolute credit, Emily made a split-second, career-defining decision. She immediately shut it down. She halted the multi-million-dollar product launch. That single choice, all because of Hector's courage, saved the company from what would have been an absolute PR and legal nightmare. So what happens next? Well, this is the really amazing part. That one act of speaking up didn't just save the company. It completely transformed Hector's life. He went from being totally invisible to being completely invaluable. I mean, check this out. First, his insight is proven right. Then, he's given a brand new job, community consultant, working right alongside Emily's team. At a huge company meeting, Emily gets up and publicly thanks him. And finally, he's asked to co-lead a new program to find and fix AI bias. Just incredible. And hey, remember that first number we saw, that $50,000 debt? With his new salary and his stock options, Hector didn't just clear that debt. He was given a completely new beginning, a future he probably never dreamed was possible. You know, Hector's story is such a powerful reminder for all of us. In a world that is more and more run by code and algorithms, our unique human perspectives, they aren't a liability. They're an absolutely invaluable asset. They are our superpower. So Hector's journey kicked off with a really tough financial struggle, but it ended with a whole new future. It's an amazing reminder of how one single insight can change everything, including your financial life. And that's got us wondering. Inspired by Hector's incredible turnaround, we want to hear from you. What's your #1 finance hack? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to see it.